Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. My name is Ayush Kumar Singh. I am a legal intern in Lexis & Company. So today we are going to discuss parentage among Mohammedans, that is under Muslim law. So paternity is the legal relation between father and child. Maternity is a legal relation between mother and child. The legal relation give rise to certain rights and liberties as regarding inheritance, guardianship and maintenance. So, parentage, legitimacy, and acknowledgement under Muslim law, the woman gives birth to the child is the mother, irrespective of the fact she is married or unmarried. Maternity of child presents no problem. The father-child relationship is entitled based on the lawfulness of the wedlock between parents. If a marriage is valid or irregular, the child will be legitimate, but if the marriage is void, the child will be illegitimate. So in Muslim law, the rule related to legitimacy are fairly liable. On the other hand, illegitimacy is condemned and the woman guilty of illicit relationship is punishable. Shia laws does not recognize the parentage to illegitimate child. Sunni laws, according to Hanafi school, holds the view that such a child is related to mother. Under no school of Muslim law, an illegitimate child has any right of inheritance in the property of his father. So, legitimacy of a child. Presumption of legitimacy. A child to be legitimate under Muslim law is not only must be born during lawful wedlock but also be converse during lawful wedlock. A child born after 6 months of marriage is legitimate unless the father declaims it. A child born within 6 months of marriage is illegitimate unless the father acknowledges it. The child born within two lunar, that is moon related years after the transaction of marriage is presumed to be legitimate unless disclaimed. Under Shia law, the correspondent period is 10 lunar month. Under Section 112 of Evidence Act, any person who was born during the continuance of a valid marriage or within 280 days after its dissolution, the mother remains unmarried shall be considered proof that he is the legitimate son of that man unless it can be shown that the parties to marriage has no access to each other at any time when he could have been brought together. A child born after 6 months from the date of the marriage but within 280 days of transaction of marriage of termination of marriage is legitimate under Muslim law. Now coming on guardianship, the adoption is not recognized in Muslim law. The person having the care of the minor or of his property. Now appointment of guardian. Section 15 Clause 1 of the Guardian and Ward Act 1980 permits for the appointment of a joint guardian. Under Section 6, 19 and 21 of the Guardian and Ward Act, court shall not interfere with the question of guardianship of a minor if guardian approved under a will, appointed under a will. Section 24, 25 and 26 of the Act provides for the custody of the child. Now let's look on the kinds of guardians. Kinds of guardianship. Guardianship in marriage. Guardianship of child of minor for custody. Guardianship of property. De facto guardian. De jure guardian and certified guardian. So, who can be considered as guardianship in marriage? Person who can act as guardian in the marriage of minor are father, grandfather, brother, mother, maternal relationship, or court. Now, guardianship of a minor for custody. Mother, 7 years of boy and until puberty for girls. Mother's mother, who hired soever. Full sister, uterus sister, sister's daughter, consanguine sister's daughter, maternal aunt, paternal aunt. Now, male guardians can be father, grandfather, brother, brother's son, conjugate brother's son, brother of father, conjugate brother of father, son of father's full brother. Now, guardianship of a property includes de jure guardian, that is legal or natural. Parents entitled to be guardian of property of a minor are father, executor appointed by father's will, father's father, executor appointed by the will of father's father, mother, brother, uncle are not entitled. It should be noted mother, brother, and uncle are not entitled of rights to be legal guardians of property of minor. So now let's move on de facto guardian. A person who is neither a legal guardian nor a guardian appointed by court, but has voluntarily placed himself in charge of the person and property of minor. De facto guardian is a mere custodial but has no right over either. Now, lastly, certified guardian means guardianship appointed by court. In the absence of legal guardian, duty of appointment falls within court. Court, after taking the consideration of the welfare of the minor, appoints the certified guardian. So, the guardian appointed by the court cannot be change the immovable property of minor, mortgage, transfer by sale, transfer by gift, exchange, lesser any part of property. Now let's see removal of guardian under Muslim law. By his death, by the court, majority attending by minor, and marriage of girl. So I hope you find the video informative. So please like, share and subscribe.